Alright, just so everyone knows, I will be doing a giveaway for whenever we get to 50 subs. For more info on that, just stick to the end. I will kind of get more into detail at the end of the video as far as that goes. But yeah. Alright, so in this video, I'm going to be reviewing my JST tune and kind of pointing out some things that I've noticed with this tune versus my previous tune and even the stock tune. First thing that I can say that I noticed as soon as I got it, even with just the bass tune, was it was a lot smoother. As far as when I would gas it, I wouldn't feel like such a punch. And at first I was kind of like, oh, well, it's just because it's a bass tune. There's nothing really special about it. You know, it's not really gonna feel like that big of a difference. You know, I don't think I'll be making that much power right off a bass tune that it's gonna, you know, feel like there's like a punch, kind of like I did with the DHM tune. But no, even with my final revision, which I'm currently running, it's a lot smoother when I get on it. There's not necessarily like that big punch at first, or that when you first launch it, but there's definitely more power. I want to say that there's more power throughout the power band itself, not just like, oh, I just have more power. But I mean, that's also, I guess, contributed to the fact that, yeah, I have more bolt-ons now than I did with the DHM tune. The DHM tune was just simply a catalyst downpipe and, you know, modified stock exhaust piping. That's all it was. Right now with JST, I'm obviously pretty much at full bolt-on stage, just missing charge pipes, I would say, to call it stage 3. But other than that, I mean, got an intercooler, 3-inch exhaust, and also running, you know, an intake. So I'm tuned for those parts. So both tunes were E30 tunes. So I'm obviously making, I guess you could say, max power that I can for my parts and fuel. Another thing that I noticed is gas mileage is a lot better. I say a lot better because I was averaging about 18, if I was lucky, 19 miles per gallon with the DHM tune. And I think a lot of that was because of the crackles and pops that I had. So right now with JST, I don't have any crackles and pops. I asked them why they didn't do that. They said that it was just because of, you know, like safety of the vehicle, you know, like the lifetime of the vehicle, for it to last longer. And, you know, it's just not, I guess you could say, healthy for the car. I can kind of attest to that because with the DHM crackles and pops, they might have been a little too aggressive. I'm not sure how DHM's crackles and pops worked versus, like, for example, say Stratifieds. But I do know my upstream O2 sensor ended up going bad, and I'm pretty sure, I mean, I asked Brian from JST, he said, yeah, that it was more than likely from the pops. I had 2 tunes for that. One where, you know, they would start at after 3K RPM, and then another where, you know, they would start off after 4K. So they would start off after 4K, and then anything after, like, you know, anything under that, they would stop, or they just would cut off. You know, Brian did say, you know, it could possibly be that, you know, it was the pops. So I was just like, you know what, I just want to make, you know, the max power that I can, and, you know, keep my car running safe. I don't want to sit here and just blow my motor. I mean, obviously I don't track the car, I don't push it every single day. I do drive pretty spiritedly, I guess I could say. I love enjoying my car, I love driving it fast, I love driving it hard, so I'm not going to say that I just baby the hell out of it. So it does get pushed, but regardless, I'm not going to be an idiot and, you know, try to blow my car up or not give a crap and blow my car up. So no pops on this tune. I don't care, it's not a big deal. I kind of prefer it that way too, to be honest. I don't know if you can tell, but my exhaust is kind of loud, I feel like, in the cabin. I mean, I've had worse, but it's whatever. With the turbo being so much more responsive, like as far as spool time, it's crazy. Because I never ran a Cobb tune. I always only had the stock tune and then the JST tune. So from, you know, stock to Cobb, or stock to DHM, turbo response was a lot better. And then from DHM to, you know, JST, even better, like twice as, like, it was just amazing. Like if I'm gonna overtake traffic or overtake someone, I try to downshift as much as I can. I don't want to sit there and just like gas my car in a high gear when it's not meant for that. But even then, like, say I'm just gonna overtake someone. Say I'm gonna overtake someone and I'm in, you know, 6th gear, and I just kind of give it a little gas. You know, it goes up to, I mean, not right now because it's in eco mode, but like it'll jump up to, you know, 6 to 10 pounds of boost with, like, I don't know, 25 to 30%, you know, throttle input. So it doesn't take much. I do get a lot more turbo noise for sure, but I mean, I think that's also the fact that I have an intake. So I get a lot more noise. I like it though, I love it. A lot of times people think that I have an aftermarket blow off valve when I don't. Ooh, what y'all doing? Yeah, you know what, I'm gonna be a BMW owner and just get in here with no turn signal, because I'm kind of holding the camera. Ooh, I'm gonna put BMW badges on my car now, because I'm not using my turn signal. Turn signals for what? Living life on the edge. That's what being a Beamer owner is, living life to the fullest. No, but okay, for back to the subject at hand. So yeah, with this one, it's a lot more responsive when I'm actually in, like, I guess my normal mode, or just performance mode, I guess you could say, rather than eco. Dude, like, turbo spool is just ridiculous. Like, it's so fast. Sometimes I don't even have to brake boost. I mean, I try to brake boost if I race anyone, but I don't even have to. That's how good it is. That's how much I'm feeling this. But for the most part, it's pretty good. Can't complain. Gas mileage is better. Like I said before, I was getting, if I was lucky, 18 miles per gallon to 19 max. Now I was kind of sitting in my car for a while because I went to my wife's lunch, so it dropped down, but I'm normally at like 21.5, 22.7 max on a good week. I think it also depends on where I get my ethanol from and how good of a mix I get. So yeah, it does burn faster with ethanol, but I mean, it's a price I'm willing to pay. It's not that big of a deal. So as far as the car having more power than before, I can't really say that the tune itself provided a lot more power. A lot of it definitely has to do with the bolt-ons, but I do feel like the management of it is a lot better. So with my DHM tune, I was making a lot less power, but I would easily spin all of second and sometimes part, if not, you know, half of third. With this one, I'm not sure what exactly they do for the traction control or what type of system they have in play. I've read up on it, but I don't really remember to give you specifics in the video. I mean, you can always, you know, check on their website, read on the forum, but I can spin most of second. I mean, if I just flat out just gas it, you know, if I'm pedaling it, I mean, I won't really get much spin in second if I can, you know, control it, but I get some spin in second, hardly any spin in third, and I don't necessarily get that big punch that I used to with the JST tune, but it's a lot more consistent power. So it's going to be throughout the whole power band rather than tapering off pretty quick, which it used to do. Which, I mean, I also get it's because of the intercooler upgrade. I know I'm able to hold boost pressure a lot longer than I used to. Because like before, I used to taper down at like 5,000, you know, from like 24 pounds of boost down to like 17, 16 at, you know, 5K RPM. Now it's like, you know, it does taper down, just not as much. I'm not hitting 24 pounds of boost. I'm normally at like 22. If you can see there, I'm normally at like 22 pounds of boost, sometimes 23 when it's a little colder. I mean, I got my tune, like I said, or I don't know if I did say, but I got my tune like 2-3 months ago. So it was still kind of chilly here in Tennessee. It wasn't as hot as it is now. So I was able to enjoy some, you know, 60-degree weather, 50, and it'd be up I'm really excited for winter to see, you know, like what the car can hit. Obviously with the colder temperature. So I'm excited for that. Can't wait, even though summer is basically starting, but I don't really care. So overall, I guess you could say rating for this tune is it's outstanding. Brian is an amazing guy. He knows what he's talking about. You can ask him any amount of questions and he will always get back to you. He's actually pretty fast at getting back to you. He would surprise me sometimes. Like, I'd get out of work, go home, download my new revision, go out, do my polls, and send it to him, I don't know, like at 11 at night. And sometimes I'd get a reply like at 12 or 1 in the morning. Like, this man works hard. He knows what he's doing. He works hard. He puts in the work. So I wouldn't hesitate to recommend JST to anyone. Anyone asking me who they should go with, I'd say JST 100%. Do I regret having gone with DHM first before JST? No. You know, it's a learning experience, being my first boosted car, but I guess just in general, it's a learning experience. You're not gonna know what's best, you know, all the time. You know, you live and learn, you make mistakes. I don't really think it was a mistake. I was happy with it at the time. Can't say that I was dissatisfied with it or anything. But for what it's worth now, it was a great tune. You know, the guys at DHM were good. At least to me, I had, you know, good customer service from them. But back, I guess, to the main reason you probably clicked on the video. Should you go with JST? Yes. Are there other great companies that tune as well? I'm sure there are. Do I have any experience with them? No. All I can really say is just read reviews, read reviews, read reviews. If you don't have someone who has a tune from someone else, you know, always read reviews. There's lots of reviews out there, especially on the forums. There's videos on stuff. Just do your research, you know, and never be afraid to ask questions. Out of all the forums I've been in, the Focus forum is probably my favorite one. You do get your guys that are being douchebags every now and then, or smartasses, but not like in most forums, I'll say that. So out of 10, I definitely give this, you know, this tune a 10. I love it. I wouldn't change my mind. I wouldn't do it any other way. So if you're looking to get tuned, hit up JST. They're the guys to go with. You'll get, you know, pretty decent gas mileage for a tuned sports car, especially if you're going to be pushing it as much as I do, or even tracking it. Shit, you'll get great performance, like output from your vehicle. Like, even just on a stock turbo and E30, you know, like I said, my spool is pretty fast, makes pretty decent power. I can't really say that I've like legit raced anyone that I couldn't have beat before with my current setup, but I've had a couple races lately and I love the outcome versus what it used to be like before. So I would say, you know, definitely money well spent. You don't want to, you know, I guess kind of cheap out on a tune just because something's cheaper, or if you want more from your money, more out of your money, I'd say go with the full custom tune. Don't do a flash tune unless you just kind of want to get, you know, a little more out of the parts you're putting onto your vehicle, as opposed to getting max performance. Because that's something I told Brian. I want max performance, but I want to keep it to where my car is running safe. I don't want to blow it up. I street race every now and then, so yeah, you know, I want the most out of my car, and he did that. On a virtual dyno sheet, I think I'm at about 300 to 305 to the wheel horsepower, and then 350-ish to 360 torque. I don't know what my, you know, actual dyno numbers are. I haven't gotten the car dynoed yet. I'll probably just leave that for later when I get a little more done to it. Definitely want to go big turbo, auxiliary fuel rail. I'm probably looking at a GTX Gen 2 3076, just because why not, you know, go big, go home. That's how I live my life, you know. Mama ain't raised no, I'm not gonna say that. Yeah, that's kind of what I plan to do as far as turbo. When, I don't know. I got a lot going on in life. You know, I'm young, I'm enjoying life with my wife, so I'm not sure when I'll do that. I don't know, I've really been looking at what I'm going to do aesthetically to the car, other than the mud flaps I have on it. Definitely want to get it lowered. I've kind of been leaning towards bags. Also looking at getting new wheels, and obviously want to get new different tires for the summer. Just something that grips more. I don't know how you pronounce it, but I just call them the Toyo Proxy R888s because it's just easier to say it that way rather than like R888 or 888 or 888, whatever. But I plan on getting those, running those in the front and just keeping the all seasons in the back. I might do, because I just don't really see the point in doing like slicks on a front wheel drive car in the rear, you know. But whatever. So yeah, those are just some of the plans I have. You know, hopefully doing a video on one of those pretty soon, or you know, maybe something else. I am planning on doing a DIY wide body kit for the Focus. So if you want to like kind of see where that goes, see how it looks, you know, make sure to subscribe to me, just so you can keep up to date with everything. You know, hit that like button if you like my videos. Also let me know. So I recorded this during like kind of like the nighttime. You know, I'm not really sure what people like or what you guys like, whether you don't really care about the time of day that it's recorded in, or whether you prefer it being like the daytime, or like if you don't really mind this recording style. All I'm doing is just honestly holding my phone. So just let me know what you think I could do better. Let me know what your opinions are, what you would like to see, whether it's, you know, more how-to videos, DIY videos, or just, I guess you could say, vlogs. So feel free to comment about that. If you have any questions on anything that I've done to the car, or just want to talk, feel free to hit me up on Instagram or here. I'll have my Instagram here on the screen, and then I'll also have it in the description. So again, like I said, feel free to subscribe, you know, for more. Hit that like button, comment, and you know, stay tuned for more. Alright, so as far as the giveaway goes, we'll be giving away either a windshield banner, custom windshield banner of, you know, however you want it made. If not, I could, you know, maybe do 2 Instagram decals in your snap code, or, you know, something as far as decals goes for you. It'll be a $20 giveaway, so it'll be in the form of like either a banner or some type of combo of decals. So that's just to kind of like me give back for following my build, supporting the channel, you know, being there, showing some love to me. I'll be doing that whenever we finally hit 50 subs. Always make sure to subscribe, follow, share the video, leave a like, comment, whatever you want. It's just all about, you know, showing support. So I do appreciate all of you who have been, you know, supported me since like the day one. I know a lot of my friends support me throughout whatever I do with my car, whether it be, you know, adding parts or maintenance work. Another way to show support is just simply following the build, which I do appreciate a lot of you for doing so. So again, thanks, and you know, hope you enjoyed the video.